Lines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's Western Conference against the Eastern Conference here in Minnesota, where the Timberwolves will try to protect home court. And he knocks down the first one. DB, ever since winning the Most Improved Player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Here's Randall, and he lays it straight in.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
Outside Edwards. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Inside, Timberwolves passing it around. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Horford. Picked by Horford. Here's Tatum. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
We know this is an offensive-minded player. Jason Tatum loves running pick-and-roll action.
That's to Randall. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randall.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
And the Celtics with possession here. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Taken away by Holiday. Off the left rim and out. Minnesota with the ball. They trail by 1. For 3, Edwards. Horford with the rebound. Here's Boston. And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Conley for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. To the paint, Tatum. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
To stop the run. Back to Randall. Makes it off the glass. Randall's got 5 now.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Alexander Walker on the wing. Wants to get it to Randall and does. Shot clock at 5. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Boston. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Tatum with it. Conley picks him up. An easy 2 points on the layup. 8 points for Jason Tatum.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Knocks down the 3 ball. Edwards got his second bucket.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice 3-point look right there.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Conley for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
This guy has got such a smooth handle that the pull-up game is always in play.
That's a 2 from Randall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on White. The Timberwolves gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
In a high-scoring first quarter, both teams really filling it up. Minnesota on top, up by 1. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
Minnesota in the lead. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Just 5 to shoot. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Pass to DiVincenzo. Misses the 3. Celtics trail by 3. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. That's the latest, David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Outside Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Shot from 6. It's tipped. Here's Hauser. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's ready to talk things through with the team. defense, Boston. Out to the right wing. Here's Randall. Yep, it counts. Randall's got the lead up to 5 now for Minnesota. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Back to DiVincenzo. 2 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Now it's a 7-point Minnesota lead. Brown, no good.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Outside Edwards. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards drawing the double team. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Randall from outside. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Edwards cashing in from outside.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now the Timberwolves with it, stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Back to Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to DiVincenzo. From 18 feet away. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. At the free throw line.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Holiday. White, wide open. He fires. Again, the miss by the Celtics. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Outside Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Tatum's got it back down to within single digits for Boston. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Celtics trail by 7. Fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. So it's the Timberwolves now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. McDaniels hasn't made one yet. To the inside. Here's Gobert. Boston grabs the miss. Here's Brown. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
Edwards looking it over. Has to Gobert. That shot is off. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Tatum. Poke loose. Here's Holiday. There's the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Holiday's got 7 points.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch.
Screen by McDaniel. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Outside Conley. Outside Edwards. Over Holiday. Here's Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
Gobert's comfort zone, right? High percentage shots. Easy money for Rudy.
The 3 from Tatum. A rebound by the Timberwolves. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. It's good from long range.
A solid outside game. Holiday has good lift on his J. And at 6'4", he can get his shot off against just about anybody.
Here's Gobert. Good work defensively by Horford. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Well, Jason Tatum always working to expand his range. He might as well be in the next county.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Both teams will make substitutions. The Timberwolves trail. Randall surveying the D. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Randall's got 11 points.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
And there's the bucket from Tatum. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
The screen from Brown.
Yeah, credit Holiday for getting to the line on that one with his quickness and length. I'd like to see him do that more often.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first free throw is good. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Back to McDaniel. Second chance effort. Up top, Randall. A 3-ball. Tillman grabs the miss. Brown wide open. He fired. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Brown's got 8 points here in this quarter. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Celtics up.
The Celtics 44.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Randall. That one is good again. He sits right from the floor with the basket.
Yeah, you know that when Julius Randle gets into his rhythm offensively, he can be problematic for defensive teams.
Double team on Holiday. Pritchard. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Team foul. Substitution on court.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And we talk about Derek White. Doris, how impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot. An excellent shot blocker and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
And the foul called on Edwards. That's foul number 2 for him. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Brown. That one goes. Count it. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Well, good things happen for this team when Jaylen Brown gets into the paint. So efficient inside.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now, Coach told his guys it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Randall outside. Down low. Here's Gobert. Banked in off the glass. Gobert's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
We think first of Rudy Gobert as a defender, but this guy has the instincts and touch, even against good defense. Nice, Rudy.
Here's Edwards. And it's sent back by Horford. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
And still early in the period, and they're only one foul away from being over the limit.
I think the thing that's most striking about Derek White, guys, he's capable of affecting games in so many ways. Yes, he can score it. Excellent passer and a very versatile cross-positional defender, a guy who can contribute to a good team.
And here's Boston. It's a one-point game. Here's Tatum. It counts, and the foul. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
That is just tremendous focus from Jason Tatum. This guy has gotten so good at walling off defenders and finishing plays.
Handle with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. To the middle. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Gobert, the screen. Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Brown drives in. Back to Tatum.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The first one falls.
What impresses me about Jason Tatum are his work habits, his commitment in the offseason to adding something else to his arsenal. We know he can play high-level basketball on both ends. The sky is the limit.
Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Here's Holiday. Gobert with the block. And he gets it back. Puts up a deep three. To the paint. Here's Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. And it's White missing. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Edwards drawing the double team. Here's Randall. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. Randall's got 11 in the second half.
Julius Randle under tremendous pressure with the big bucket. Well, Jason Tatum in a big moment, he is unafraid.
Outside Edwards. .112 left in the fourth quarter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Gobert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
Gobert is not fazed by these moments. He wants to be the man.
Tatum a screen. Here's Holiday. And there's the drive. It's good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Outside Edwards. Down low. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Picked by Randall. Pulls from the top of the key. Yes!
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Tatum. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Can't knock in the three. And so it's the Timberwolves.